So, Mr. Calderon, so I'd really like to offer you this job. What do you say?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we'll see you on Monday.
All right.
Go ahead.
Wait, what's an SI?
Hey, you're the new guy, right?
Yes.
You look kind of lost, but they're waiting for you in the back.
Thank you.
I know, but I wonder what it's like.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hello, sir.
You're here for SI orientation, right?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any questions?
Actually, yes. We're here about the SI leaders, right? I just want to know what do they do while they're conducting an SI?
Well, you're supposed to lead the study group, and you're also supposed to teach them useful study habits. They're able to study on their own. To be honest with y'all, well, there's a lot of the students, half the time you're going to get a lot of them that don't want to read, just want you to get the answers and just come to you over and over, answers, send me the review, I don't want to do anything. You have to be creative and just give them a little bit and just enough for them to come back because they're kind of skittish. And also joke with them, bring stuff the professor said and joked about, but be careful not to offend them.
Attendance? How would that work for like both their part?
Well, first of all, you have to go to the class, and you gotta find a perfect time for when you can get their good numbers in.
Willie also asked me about attendance, and I'm going to explain how attendance in SI works in one simple chart. Your two axes, attendance starts out really high. As the semester goes, it drops. It's not a straight line though, because every time there's a test, you're going to see little spikes. And that's all the students really care about. But if you're good at what you do, they'll start coming in a little more, especially the ones that need help. But don't be expecting full classrooms, because you're not that popular yet.
I'm a little bit still confused. Do we basically just teach the class?
No, it's more of a group study session that you want to be conducting. Basically, it's the professor's job to teach the class. You go to the class, you make sure you two are on the same page. You try not to get ahead of them. You never want to get ahead of the professor, because if you get ahead of the professor, you might end up looking bad, shoving your foot in your mouth, and nobody wants that. You lose the students' respect, and once that's gone, so are they. Willie also asked me about how contacting the professor. Is it easy? Is it hard? I told him, just email them, you'll get a reply. But that's not always true. Some professors are hard to get. Some of them even avoid our emails. I didn't want to tell them that though, because that might discourage them.
I guess like the thing that I'm most confused, like how do I keep their attention?
That's the tricky part, but students can be entertained with a joke. You can always bring up good little videos that bring up good points. Quoting the professor or making sure your SI goes along with whatever the professor's saying is a good way to keep them in track.
Alright guys, well thank you very much for your help.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright.
As they're really quiet, you ask them a question, all you get is crickets. You want to avoid the crickets somehow, but we don't really tell new tutors about the crickets because that is very intimidating for them sometimes.
The worst thing you could get is a complaint to the director for a little dumb thing like he told me I had the wrong answer, or he said it in a weird way. You know, you have to be careful the way you voice things because the student might get upset and complain. I was just being really honest. I didn't want to tell Willie because I didn't want to bring his hopes down or kill his trip, you know? Because it's hard to hear when you just got hired that, oh, you have to deal with all this, you know, stuff we don't really like to talk about.
The ULC tutor needs confidence to speak in front of people to successfully do the job. In addition to being knowledgeable on the subject matter, it never hurts to show a little bit of enthusiasm about your work. Showing this kind of attitude at work will make your job fun and can really rub off on your students. This can be seen when they are eager to ask and answer questions.
What's 9 minus 45?
Negative
36, right? And what goes here? It's always b over 2 squared
When it comes to keeping your students' attention, sometimes showing them a funny video clip or telling them a couple of jokes can be all you need. Good students often tend to respond really well to an active tutoring style.
I'm gonna explain this actually. So,
That actually is relevant?
yeah.
Confused, stressed, angry, or not all there. Students aren't always in the mood to be at their best and brightest every day, which is an issue you have to address if you're going to run a successful SI session. And in the worst case scenario, you can be stuck with bad students. Dealing with students walking in late is another distraction altogether. But try not to break your groove and remember that these kids have to sign in for the session, but save it for the end. Sometimes they might not even come in at all. Tutors work very hard, but they also like to have fun.
Hi.
Hello, my name is William. I'll be your SI leader for your college algebra class. We're gonna cover the next